What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the DC Defenders final rosters because the XFL has released the final rosters for all 8 teams. I've already done it for Dallas, for the Dallas Renegades, and now I'm moving on to DC. So, yeah, before we actually get into the roster, I'm going to take a look at the coaches. I don't really recognize any of the assistant coaches, but Pep Hamilton, he's a guy that moved around the NFL quite a bit. Spent some time with the Jets, Michigan, in college, of course. But he's a very defensive-minded, offensive-minded head coach. And I am kind of curious to see what he does with the people he has on this team, because I actually kind of like their roster. They got some mobile quarterbacks with some decent arm strength. So with that, let's get into the roster. So right away, you see some people right off the bat that you should recognize. Tyree Jackson out of Buffalo. I actually really liked him as a potential NFL prospect. I think he got a chance with actually the Bills, but it just didn't work out there. But as you can see, he's 6'7", 250 pounds. He's got pretty good arm strength, and he's very athletic. I wouldn't be surprised if you see some gadgety things with him. But and he is a good backup for their starting quarterback, Cardale Jones, because if something happens to Jones, I think Tyree Jackson can do a lot of the same things. However, I wouldn't be shocked to see if Tyree Jackson actually takes his job. But one thing I will say is Cardale Jones was able to stay on the Chargers practice squad for quite a while. So at the very least, he had enough talent to keep him with an NFL team for a while. So I am curious to see what he can do in the XFL. I'm hoping that Tyree Jackson also gets an opportunity at some point, because I also really do like him. But as far as receivers go, you got Eli Rogers right here. And I'm a big fan of Eli Rogers, actually. His time in Pittsburgh actually kind of impressed me a little bit when some of their receivers have gone down. Eli Rogers had some opportunities to play, and he showed out. He was usually, he's not the biggest and he's not the most athletic, but he is consistent. He's a decent route runner, and he's got pretty decently consistent hands. So I am excited to see what he can do in the league. And you've also got Simi Cobbs, and him and Rogers were actually teammates at Pittsburgh for a little bit. But Cobbs, unfortunately, really didn't work out for the Steelers. They drafted him, but it just didn't work out. They ended up trading him to the Cleveland Browns for basically nothing, and the Browns cut him. So that was the end of his extent with the NFL. Hopefully this gives him a better opportunity. But Eli Rogers is actually one of the most intriguing players to me. And Cardale Jones, like I said, I mentioned him. I don't think I have to tell you his story with Ohio State. Most of you guys probably already know that, so he's definitely going to be a fan favorite. Matt Elam, yeah, pretty decent safety. Had some success in the NFL. Elijah Campbell, yeah, remember him out of Northern Iowa. Abdullah, really? Huh. Dorian Johnson, yeah. Yeah, he spent some time in the NFL as well. Scooby Wright, I think he played for the Cardinals for a little bit. Decent special teams guy, actually. Curious to see what he can do. Not recognize anyone else. Sam Montgomery, okay. So yeah, I think the offense is actually pretty heavy. There's quite a few names I know, and of course, I am looking forward to meeting some of these new players. The players I don't know as well. I'm curious to see what they can do. These are just the ones I recognized immediately. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I'd appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.